Adrian Peterson is one of the greatest running backs of all time, but his performance during the 2012 season was historic. Peterson finished that season with over 2,000 yards rushing, averaged 6 yards a carry, and had 12 touchdowns. It was a great season, but what made it so impressive is what happened the previous season. In year 4, Peterson was already considered one of the best backs in the league. In the first 3 seasons of his NFL career, he rushed for 1,300 yards, 1,700 yards, and 1,300 yards again. At this point, assuming he would put up similar numbers heading into the 2011 season was safe, but that wasn't the case. The Minnesota Vikings were not good that year, as they finished last in their division. The Vikings had the 3rd worst record in the league, as the Rams and Colts both finished 2-14, and Peterson's numbers took a hit because of it. He only rushed for 970 yards on the season, and only had 3 games with over 100 yards rushing. In the Vikings' second to last game versus the Washington Redskins, Peterson suffered a torn ACL and MCL.
Here goes Adrian Peterson. Good ankle tackle. Checking the statistics here as Peterson is slow to get up, and in the first half, boy, that is a painful Peterson.
During this time, an ACL recovery was around a year, which meant Peterson would probably end up missing the 2012 season, or the majority of it. A torn ACL and MCL has derailed countless careers, as we've seen with Terrell Davis, Gale Sayers, and Odell Beckham Jr. For most, this would signal the beginning of the end. For Adrian Peterson, it was just the beginning. Through hard work and sheer determination, Peterson only had one goal, and that was to play during the upcoming season. Fast forward to September 9th, 2012, week 1 of the NFL season. Against all odds, Adrian Peterson was back. In just 8 months, Peterson had fully recovered. In his first week back, Peterson had a solid debut, as he rushed for 84 yards. In week 4 versus the Lions, he had his first 100-yard game of the season. This game showcased that he never lost a step after the injury. In week 7 versus the Arizona Cardinals, they found out what a healthy Adrian Peterson looks like. The Cardinals had one of the best defenses in the league, yet Peterson finished the game with 153 yards on the ground. He followed that up with another impressive performance against the Buccaneers. He finished with 123 yards on the ground. As the season progressed, Peterson seemed unstoppable.
To give them a 14-point lead, and here's Adrian Peterson, barrels in straight to the way, first down and 15. Here is Peterson with a burst. Peterson, first down, Peterson! He's gonna go all the way, touchdown with the high step.
Week after week, he piled up incredible yardage, embarrassing defenders, and carrying the Vikings on his back. He followed up with 182 yards against the Seahawks, 171 yards against the Lions, and 108 yards against the Bears. It was clear Peterson was a man on a mission. He looked like a man possessed, breaking tackles and running with unparalleled power and speed. In week 13 versus the Packers, Peterson had his best performance of the season.
It seems like Washington and Dallas still alive. First down for Adrian Peterson down the sideline. Adrian Peterson is inside the 20 and gonna score.
He finished with 210 yards against the Packers, and 2 weeks later he topped that performance versus the Rams.
They let him throw it. Adrian Peterson will run it on first down, bounces it outside. Peterson, watch out! Adrian Peterson again, breaks it back at the 40. Peterson down at the St. Louis 38.
Peterson finished the game with 212 yards on the ground. At this point, he had a total of 1,812 yards and only needed 188 yards to join the 2,000-yard club. At this time, only 6 other running backs have achieved this feat, and Peterson was trying to be the 7th. By week 16, Peterson had positioned himself to become the 7th. Heading into the final week, the Vikings faced off against the Packers. Everyone in the football world was tuned in, because Peterson had a chance to make history, not only in becoming the 7th player to reach 2,000 yards, but also having a chance to break Eric Dickerson's single season rushing record of 2,105 yards. Peterson was just 208 yards shy of the record. He gave everything he had, rushing for 199 yards and leading the Vikings to a playoff clinching victory, but in the end, he was 9 yards short.
It's a bittersweet feeling inside, but the first thing that came to my mind when I heard that I was 9 yards short was it is what it is. It wasn't meant to happen, or it would have happened, you know?
Adrian Peterson was awarded the NFL MVP, becoming the first running back to win the award since 2006. His 2012 season remains a testament to resilience, determination, and sheer greatness. Peterson didn't just recover, he redefined what was possible. And if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe.